Councillor Todini. Councillor Katana.
Gotana present.
Councillor Kampi. Councillor Roofse.
Good morning, Councillor Roofse is present.
Councillor Cyphers.
Councillor Cyprus present. Good morning.
Councillor Summers.
Good morning, Summers present.
Councillor Snyman.
I am present. Thank you, Rosemary.
Councillor Stander.
Rosemary.
Councillor Toto.
Sisi, good morning. How are you? I'm present.
Alderman Van Niekerk.
Present, thank you.
Alderman von Brandes.
Present, Rosemary.
Councillor R. Foster.
Present, thank you.
Councillor S. Foster.
Auntie Rosa present.
Councillor Van Rijn.
Mevrouw, kom ons die.
Good morning, Rose present.
Thank you, Speaker.
Selections doen.
Councillors, before I continue, I'm going to ask you to maintain order and contain. Councillors, would you like me to mute everybody because somebody's microphone is on?
Baie dankie, hoor, ek waardeer dit.
Councillors, this is the last time I'm asking to switch your microphones off, otherwise I will mute everybody. Thank you. Councillor Ndaka, your microphone is on.
Don't start with us.
Councillor Ndaka, I'm asking you respectfully to maintain the rules of order for a virtual meeting. Thank you very much. Microphones are off. Microphones will be off. Councillors, please do not interject while I'm talking.
Speaker, they want to know which
We are starting.
Ntaka's fate.
I said Faith and Darker. Councillor Lenter. Councillors, I'm going to proceed with this meeting, and in accordance with the rules of order for a virtual meeting, all the rules will apply, which means that if you have a point of order or a point of clarity, you will put your hand up and it right in the chat box. Those are the rules, and those are the rules we'll be sticking to. Having said that, I'm going to continue with the meeting. We proceeded to item 4.3 on Friday, and due to me bringing the speakers at the speaker's discretion forward, there were people that said they did not hear the MACO members, and I believe that the mayor said that he would reread those. If the mayor, are you happy with that?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I will be happy to do so. Just allow me to get it in front of me.
You may, thank you.
Sorry, Speaker, did you see my hand?
Councillor, I said not 3 minutes ago, if you put your hand up, I need to have your reason for your hand in the chat box as per the rules of order, so that we can continue, and I need to know why. We're in the process of, councillors, I will not have a repeat of Saturday. On Friday, sorry. I will not have a repeat of it. We will maintain order through this meeting. So put your comments in the chat box and I will read them and then take it from there. Thank you. Mayor, are you ready? We're just waiting for the mayor before we continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would go from top again and understand there were some of the members whose name we did not got through clearly. So just indulge with me.
You may go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The chairperson for the Section 80 Committee, Civil Engineering Services, Donovan Gulti. The chairperson for Electrotechnical Services Committee, Chairperson Monique Simmers. The chairperson for Community Services, Refuge, Environmental and Parks, Erika Brown. The chairperson for Social Development Committee, Library, Sports and Customer Care, Melvin Roelser. The chairperson for Community Safety and Mobility Committee, Daniel Stagron. Chairperson for Planning and Development Committee, Planning, Building Control, Property and Agriculture, that's Councillor Gert Miaus. The chairperson for Human Settlement, Councillor Jean Cyphers. Chairperson for Finance, Strategic Services, IDP, Performance Management and Economic Development and Tourism Committee, Elder Lady Iona Kritzinger. The chairperson for Corporate Services Committee, Councillor Johan de Tooy. The chairperson for Human Resources Committee, Councillor J.C. Jantjes. And I believe that is the full Michael committee's speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Having said that, we'll move on to the next item on the agenda, which is item 4.4,
Good morning,
which is
Speaker.
the councillors. I've asked you to put it in the chat box. Just 1 second, please.
But Speaker, I did write it on the chat box, but you don't reply. Aibo.
Councillor, I'm going to ask that you please indulge with me. I'm trying to concentrate on 20 things at the same time. You've apparently asked for a 20-minute caucus. I'm therefore going to, which party was it? ANC. So
You know that I'm an ANC councillor.
Councillor, please do not. Honestly, today is not going to be held in the same fashion as last time. I have one screen in front of me, and I've asked somebody to assist me with it. You have 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes caucus. So the 20 minutes starts now. Thank you.
Speaker, which party requested
The ANC requested the caucus for 20 minutes. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned for 20 minutes.
You are
Councillors,
speaking to Councillor Mtaka, the leader of opposition from the ANC side. We are back. Thank you very much.
thank you. I'm therefore going to continue with this meeting. Before we continue with item 4.4, I believe the mayor forgot during at the discretion of the speaker to bring in an item. Mayor, I apologize for cutting you off. We're going to continue with this meeting. Before we continue with item 4.4, I believe the mayor forgot during at the discretion of the speaker to bring in an item. Mayor, I apologize for cutting you off. We're going to continue with this meeting. Before we continue with item 4.4, I believe the mayor forgot during at the discretion of the speaker to bring in an item. Mayor, I apologize for cutting you off. We're going to continue with this meeting. Before we continue with item 4.4, I believe the mayor forgot during at the discretion of the speaker to bring in an item. Mayor, I apologize for cutting you off. We're going to continue with this meeting. Before we continue with item 4.4, I believe the mayor forgot during at the discretion of the speaker to bring in an item. Mayor, I apologize for cutting you off. We're going to continue with this meeting.
R. Foster.
Present, thank you.
Councillor S. Foster. Councillor Goldie.
Councillor Goldie against the counter proposal.
Councillor M. Goldie.
Against Rosemary.
Councillor Hardy. Councillor Yankees.
Against. Thank you.
Alderman Johnson.
Councillor Hanifo.
Against the counter proposal.
Councillor Kaptein.
For.
Alderman Kretzinger.
Morning, Rosemary. I'm against.
Alderman Kruger.
Again, thank you.
Councillor Kidd.
It.
Councillor Kidd 4. Thank you. Councillor Lambini. Councillor Lento.
4.
Councillor Losey.
Against.
Councillor Lau.
4, Rosemary.
Councillor Mngele.
4.
Councillor Masasi.
I vote against. Thank you.
Councillor Mbete.
Against Rose.
Councillor E.T. Medaka.
Everyone, Councillor Mtaka 4. Thank you.
Councillor F. Medaka.
Councillor Faith Mdaka is 4.
Councillor Bakuli.
Councillor Mkupuli wrote on the chat box. For the counter proposal.
Councillor Neetling.
Sorry,
Okay,
Rosemary.
yeah.
Everything, I couldn't hear the Captain Nippon.
I didn't hear him. Speaker Councillor Neetling said for the counter proposal. Thank you.
Councillor Kit, nobody asked you to intervene, please. Rosemary, I'm losing signal on my side. Can you please continue?
We heard Councillor Neetling say for the counter proposal. There were
Councillor
two
Kit, I did
so
not
far
ask you.
that said for.
I did not ask you, Councillor Kit. Thank you.
Yeah, but Speaker, just on a point of clarity.
Councillors,
All of
councillors,
us
please, we're in the voting process. Can you please put your
See, if
microphone
we were
off?
all in the chambers, this was not.
Councillor,
Okay.
I'm going to... Can you continue?
Councillor Diaz.
Niels is against.
Councillor Ntondini. Councillor Katana. Councillor Kampi. Councillor Rooster.
Against.
Councillor Cypers.
Against.
Councillor Summers.
Against.
Councillor Snyman.
I'm against.
Councillor Stander. Councillor Toto.
For
Alderman van die Kerk.
Speaker, I'm against. Councillor Nederland is on his way to my device. He has tried on 2 devices now and he can't get through with his communication. Just for the record, thank you.
Maar on request the
Alderman. Speaker, that can't be fair.
we request the recording.
Councillor Kit,
I proceed, Speaker.
Proceed.
Alderman von Brandes.
Against Rosemary.
Councillor R. Foster. Councillor S. Foster.
Councillor Bindwai.
Against Rosemary.
Sorry, my mic is off, so I can't say for the counter proposal. Thank you.
Continue, Rosemary.
I'm done, Speaker. Thank you.
Okay, could you tally the votes, please?
Huh? What did I?
Councillor Foster, the rules of order clearly state put your hand, whatever you want to speak about, in the chat box so I can see what it is about, please. Thank you.
Speaker, sorry, when we voted now, my mic was muted, so I couldn't answer. By the administration, it was muted by the administration. So I wasn't speaking out of line. I wanted to vote.
I did not say that you were out of line. We heard your vote. Thank you. But you put your hand up long before you were due to vote. So I asked you to put it in the chat box, please. Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you, Speaker. I will do that because I would like to have clarity regarding the appointment
Councillor, I have
of
not
the
recognized your
chairperson.
hand, so please don't take a skip scoop. Put it in the chat box and I'll check your point of clarity. There's no bezig om 'n skepskop te vat. So put it in the chat box as required by the regulations, please. Thank you. Rosemary, do you have an outcome for us? Rosemary, do you have an outcome?
Speaker, I'm ready.
Okay, can you give us the results, please?
Yes, I've counted those in favor. I've counted 19.
Okay.
And those not in favor, I've counted 27. And there were then 4 that I've got that did not vote. I'm not sure, I haven't heard that Councillor Kampi and Lemony is not present. I'm not sure, but there's 4 councillors that didn't vote. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have it like that. The outcome. Councillor Kit, please watch your microphone. I see it's on. Councillors, the outcome of the voting is as follows. 19 votes for the counter proposal, 27 votes against the counter proposal, and 4 abstentions. The item therefore carries as per the recommendation in the item. Thank you very much. Mayor, before we continue...
Speaker,
Mayor, before we continue...
Speaker, can I say something, please?
Councillor Kit, I have...
Speaker, I'd just like to say thank you to the two members of the...
Councillor Kit, I'm going to give you your first warning. I have not recognized you, and as per the rules of order, you have interjected while the speaker is talking, and I have not recognized you. I'm therefore going to give you your first warning. Thank you. Executive Mayor, I believe the other Section 79 you'd also like to bring to Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Sorry, Mayor. Speaker, I did put in the chat box what I wanted to have clarity on.
Can I continue,
Councillor,
Mr.
that
Speaker?
is a question that can be asked after the meeting. It has got nothing to do with the item at hand. Executive Mayor, you may continue, please.
Thank you very
Speaker,
much.
this is,
Speaker.
sorry, Mayor.
Yes.
This is a very important question because it relates
the working of a
to the
chairperson,
appointment
Councillor.
of the chairperson
Councillor.
of the Section 79.
Councillor Forster, I'm going to ask you to put your microphone off, and I'm asking respectfully, if you continue, I will have to cite you. Thank you, Executive Mayor. Please continue.
Mr. Speaker, this item deals with the appointment of a chairperson for the Section 79 committee for the chapter. In terms of accordance in Section 79 2C of the Local Government Structures Act 117 of 1998 and the relevant regulations, we therefore need to appoint a chairperson of the Section 79 committee chapter, and I therefore recommend that Councillor Given Masase be appointed as the chapter committee chairperson. As I propose. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Do we have a seconder?
Speaker, Alderman von Brand seconds the proposal by Alderman Brown Johnson. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We therefore can move on. That item is carried. And then we'll move on to item 4.5, the annual conferment of aldermanship to qualify for qualifying councillors. The first to speak on the item is Alderman Johnson.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much, fellow councillors. It is an honor for me to today just conduct the business of governance, but also to celebrate excellence, to honor dedication, and to elevate those who have proven themselves worthy of one local government highest distinction. It is for me with immense joy and profound pride that I today, before the council, confer the prestigious title of aldermanship on councillors who have served our residents with extraordinary distinction, unwavering commitment, and hearts truly devoted to public service. This is not merely a title, but the recognition of years of hard work, principled leadership, and a deep, sustained commitment to public service. This honor represents the accumulation of countless mornings, late nights, difficult decisions, and the courage to stand firm when it would have been easy to compromise. It is earned through consistency. Every councillor reviewed this honor this morning in their own way, made a profound contribution to the governance and the development of our municipality. You have shown what it means to lead through service, to listen with humility, and to act with the best interests of residents at heart. Thank you for your years of steadfast commitment, your contribution to council.
You got the warnings I've given there.
Collaboration is essential and outcomes remain focused on improving the lives of our residents. Your dedication is seen, it is felt, and today is formally recognized. On behalf of the municipality, the residents, and this council, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of you. It is now a privilege to formally confirm the titles of aldermanship upon your deserving councillors. So I therefore would like to propose that we formally confer the title of aldermanship on Councillor Johan de Tooy and Councillor Johan Stander. I so propose. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Alderman. We therefore, it is not a proposal as such as to take note of. You've deferred the aldermanship to those two councillors. Congratulations to both of them. And we therefore move on to the next item of council, which is item 4.6. Council recess from the 8th of December 2025 to the 12th of January 2026. The first to speak on the item is Councillor Mbete. You may continue.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, this item is for the Council to approve recess from 8th December 2025 to 12th January 2026 and to delegate powers to the Executive Mayor and the MM or their authorized representatives to exercise certain power during the recess. I therefore, Speaker, propose the recommendation as it is on page 63. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. The next to speak on the item is Councillor Msasi. You may go ahead.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I hereby would like to second the recommendations made by my colleague, Councillor Mbete. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The item is carried. We'll move on to item 4.7, Annual Program for Council and its Committees, January 26 to January 27. First to speak on the item is Councillor Alderman, the new Alderman de Tooy. You may continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the purpose of this report is to obtain approval for the proposed year program for Council and its committees meetings as from January 26 to December 26. This is not cast in stone, and it will be rectified and changed as and when required. I so proposed. So the recommendation on page 65. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Alderman. The next to speak on the item is Councillor B.
Speaker,
Gultich.
I requested a point of clarity.
Okay, Councillor Kit, I would like to explain this for your clarity. When you ask for a point of clarity, as per the rules of order, you've asked in the chat box, I can see whether it's relevant or not. It is still the Speaker's discretion to allow or disallow a point of clarity. So I've asked you, and I'm now asking you once again. If your point of clarity is in the chat box, I can then check it and see whether it's relevant. I'm going to ask you for the last time to please put it in the chat box. I'm going to move on to the next person, and that is Councillor Gultich.
Speaker, will you then wait for me to put it in the chat box?
I can always answer you after the point, Councillor. If it's a point of clarity, it can be answered after it's been seconded. There is no speaking turn for your party on the speaker's list. Thank you.
Proceed, Speaker.
I got to speak as manager.
You may continue.
Thank you for the opportunity, Speaker. I'm happy to second the proposal made by Alderman de Tooy.
Thank you very much, Councillor. Councillor Kit, there is no message in the chat box, which I've asked you to do.
Speaker, I'm so busy typing.
Okay. Is it in line with item 4.7 is the first question I'm going to ask.
Yes, Speaker.
Councillor, I'm going to give you another 2 minutes, please. You're holding up the meeting. As I said, I can't answer the question. Councillors, I've got your microphones are on. Councillor Kit.
Speaker, it's in the chat box.
Councillor Kit, that is a question that you can ask me afterwards. That's not a point of clarity, and it is also in the regulations as well as the MSA that the speaker, it's at the speaker's discretion. Council meetings can be called by the speaker, and therefore I'm not going to entertain that the question. That is your answer. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the next item.
Speaker.
Councillor Kit, I've made a ruling, and it is according to the MSA and the Structures Act. Council meetings are at the discretion of the speaker. Councillor,
you're not going to give me clarity on why it's moved from monthly to bi-monthly.
I do not believe I have to give you clarity. It is a decision of the speaker, and I'm therefore making a ruling. Thank you. Alderman Johnson, you may continue with tabling your adjusted budget. Thank you.
Honourable Speaker, members of Council, today I have the privilege of introducing the adjustment budget for the 2025-2026 financial year. This item is brought before Council in accordance with Section 28(2)(b) of the Municipal Financial Management Act, following the outcome of our rollover application to national and provincial treasury. The adjustment budget before us is not simply a technical exercise, it is a reflection of our ongoing commitment to responsible governance and to the people of George. The partial approval of our rollover application by both national and provincial treasury allows us to continue with critical projects that are already underway, ensuring that no momentum is lost in delivering essential services and infrastructure improvement. We are acutely aware of that every rand allocated through these grants comes with specific conditions. As your new executive mayor, I want to assure Council and our residents that we are fully committed to upholding these conditions. Our administration will ensure that all projects funded through these grants are implemented with the highest standard of compliance, transparency, and accountability. This is not only a legal obligation, but it's a moral one, as these projects directly impact the quality of life for our community. We will continue to work closely with all stakeholders and to ensure that every project delivers tangible benefits to the residents of George. Where challenges arise, we will act swiftly and responsibly, always guided by the principles of good governance and the best interests of our people. I invite Council to support the adoption of this adjustment budget so that we may continue to bind a city that is resilient, inclusive, and prosperous for all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. The first person to speak on the item is Elder Lady Kritzinger. You have 3 minutes.
Sorry, Speaker, I'm battling to unmute myself. Thank you very much, Speaker. Colleagues, in compliance with Regulation 23, George Municipality submitted applications for both the National and Provincial Treasury for the rollover of the unspent conditional grants for 24-25 financial year. And these letters from National Treasury can be and is reflected in NHA, and then also similarly, Provincial Treasury has granted partial approval on the 13th of November 23. That is detailed. The detail of that is in in addition to the municipality, the municipality received another 120,000 from Garden Route District Municipality, support of the city public transport network initiatives that must be taken up in our budget so that we can do our planning. And then, colleagues, I must also highlight the status of the public transport network. 505 million received in April 2024. Expenditure of 55 million was recorded in June 24, and the rollover for the remaining 450 was approved during the 24-25 financial. For a year, a further 266 was spent. 266 million was bringing the total expenditure to 321 million. So a remaining 184 million needs to be that has been committed, and a second rollover was requested, but ultimately we have to convince National Treasury on both the initial applications that was submitted by the 31st of August 2025. Although the rollovers was declined, the municipality is contractually obligated to continue with the committed GIPTN projects based on the prior guidance from National Treasury. Speaker, Council, I want to take a moment to acknowledge and recommend our previous mayor, executive mayor, for her insight, leadership and dedication in preparing a budget that responds to the needs of our communities, especially the most vulnerable. Her work has laid a sound foundation, solid foundation for service delivery in a very challenging environment. And at the same time, I wish to ensure all our full support to the new executive mayor as he leads us through the remainder of the financial year, including preparation of the 2026 adjustment budget. And that the budget for the new financial year. I also need to thank the municipal manager, our CFO, and all the finance department for their hard work and the sound management, as well as our other departments for the hard work. We remain committed to responsible financial management and to ensure that our budgeting processes uphold the best interests of our residents. Speaker, I should here like to add adjusted recommendation or a recommendation. So my A, B, and C stays exactly the same. I want to add a D to the recommendations, which reads that the following delegation must be mandated to visit National Treasury to discuss the 185 million rollover application that was declined, and to motivate why National Treasury should consider the rollover application. The executive mayorship and the municipal manager, the financial CFO, and also the director of civil engineering services. So I would like to propose that we do this amended recommendation, and the council will approve that. I thus submit that we also adopt the others as it is on page 83 of this agenda. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you, Elder Lady. Could you please put that in the chat box so we have it in writing, please? The next to speak on the item is Councillor Honey. You have 1 minute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Continue,
Speaker,
please.
we as the ANC, we just noticed budget because we noticed that most of the money that coming from the national treasury, we did not spend it, that money, and there's a lot of money that allocated that also not spending. So we just note this budget.
Thank you very much. The next to speak on the item is Councillor Gertze. You have 1 minute.
The PBI just note the item.
Thank you very much. The next to speak on the item is Councillor Lowe. You have 1 minute.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, dit is met groot kommer verkoop. Dat geld wat ons ontvang van die nasionale tesorie nie gespandeer word nie. Die nasionale publieke transport grant is conditional grant wat ons kry om die infrastruktuur te opgradeer, maar dit word nie gespandeer nie. Dit is die tweede keer dat George Municipality nie fondse aanwend vir die GIPTN en burgemeesters meester en munisipale bestuurder moet volle verantwoordelikheid aanvaar vir hierdie situasie wanneer ons nou bevind. Dit is 'n teken van swart dienslewering. Die belange van ons gemeenskap word nie in ag geneem nie. Dit dui op swart bestuur van die administrasie en die politieke hoof van die dorp. Dit is duidelik dat George se inwoners moet besef dat dit tyd is om te unite for change. Verskeping wat noodsaaklik is, lê hieronder. Die gemeenskap moet weet dat hulle belange nie op die hart gedra word en meer as 100 miljoen rand is verlore vir George omdat nie omgegee word vir ons gemeenskap nie. Dankie, Speaker. Unite for change.
Thank you very much. The next to speak on the item is Councillor S. Foster.
Good morning, Speaker. Sorry, I just have problems with my laptop. I will start now. Thank you. Okay, good morning, Speaker and colleagues. Speaker, on item 4.8. Speaker, the item is not a routine budget adjustment. It's an emergency item to manage financial crisis caused by the ruling party. Let the people of George know the truth. The item before us confirms that the National Treasury has declined the rollover of 184 million in the public transport network grant. The massive loss of 184 million is not a technical glitch, it is the direct consequence of fiscal incompetence and administration failure to spend public money on time. The ruling party allowed George Municipality to fail in its core task of implementing the Jipton
Sorry, Councillor, your time was up. Can you just have 10 seconds to complete it, please? Councillor Fossey, you have 10 seconds to complete.
The peer demands answers on who is this council is being held accountable for allowing 184 million in transport infrastructure funding to be clawed back. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much. The next to speak on the item is Councillor Lemini. You have 1 minute. Take it. Is Councillor Lemini in the meeting, Rosemary?
Absent Speaker.
Sorry, Speaker, I don't see him.
Yes. Thank you very much. We're therefore going to move on. Councillor Gotek is the next person to speak. Donovan Gotek.
Thank you for the opportunity, Speaker. I wish to express our sincere appreciation to Mayor Johnson for his dedication and leadership through the adjustment budget process, ensuring that grants will be spent for the benefit of all the people of George. His steady guidance, commitment and transparency, and focus on responsible governance ensure that our decisions remain the best interest of our community. His integrity and disciplined approach continue to strengthen our municipality to uphold the values we represent. I therefore second the proposal with the amendment of Alderman Pritzener.
Thank you very much. The item therefore carries. Can we move on to the next item then? The next item on the agenda is 4.7, Annual Program for Council. Sorry, my apologies. I'm going through here. 4.9, I apologize. And that's the tender number GMT 00724022425. The first to speak on the item is Elder Lady Kritzinger. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Speaker. This item before Council today relates to the finalisation of a process that commenced on the 31st of July 2025 when this Council granted approval in terms of Section 33 of the Municipal Finance Management Act to initiate a public participation process for the contract exceeding 3 years. Council authorised the municipal manager proceed with the statutory requirements, including publishing a notice of intent to obtain inputs from National Treasury and the and also the Provincial Treasury as per Council's instruction. The required public consultation process was duly followed. The notice of intent was published on the 20th of August. And then, Speaker, Council, I can confirm that the comments that comments were received from National Treasury, which are included in Annexure A of this item for Council's consideration. No comments or objections were received from Provincial Treasury or from the public during the 30-day consultation period. Following the completion of the competitive bidding process, the municipality now intends to enter into a service level agreement with Mobesco Africa Pty Limited for the provision of accounting support services. This contract The contract period will run from the 1st of January 26 until the 31st of December 2029. All necessary legislative steps have been complied with, and Council is now requested to grant final approval to conclude the tender process and enter into a contract with the recommended service provider. That's the type of the successful service provider. Speaker, I submit this item for Council's consideration and the adoption of the recommendations as based on page 104 of today's agenda. Thank you so much, Speaker.
Thank you very much. The next speaker on the item is Councillor E. Mdaka. You have 1 minute.
Molweni Speaker. No-ke Speaker, ANC siyava ke kwaye ke njengoba lisitsho ingase ke niyithathele ingqalelo into ethethwe ke yi-ofisi ka-National Treasury. Zonke kampazamo nizenzileyo phaa zikwazi zilungiswe, ngoba kaloku ezinye zezinto ekuthethwa ngazo apha imali. Kuyaqhalabisa ke naxa futhi ke niphethe into ezimicimbi elo hlobo zemali ezingaka kubekho into ezibhalwayo ezizimpazamo zezinto ke zibangela okokuba ngabana ethubeni kubekho into ezidukayo. Kona kubalulekile okokuba ngabana bekhona iqumrhu liqashwayo elijongene kanye nezinto zonceda lo masipala. Ukongeza ke apho kukuthi ke njengoba umcebisi ke we-Department ka-National Treasury etshilo, kufuneka ihambe iphele le nto usebenzisa ii-consultants. Kufuneka ke kusondele abantu babe neplani, nitreyine abantu phakathi abazawukwazi ukwenza le misebenzi. Siyawujonga ke lo mcimbi, sithathe inothi. Qhuba, enkosi.
Can we have a translation, please? Rosemary, is there a translator, please?
Yes, Speaker.
Can we have a translation, please?
Hi, good morning, Speaker. Apologies for that. I just battled to unmute myself. Greetings to the Council. As the ANC, we hear what you say. We wish that you can take note of what has been said by the National Treasury Office, because most of the things here are financial in nature, and mistakes like this can cause a lot of discrepancies. There needs to be a department in the municipality that can assist the municipality with such things. As the advisor of the National Treasury has said and suggested, you need to stop using external consultants and start using internal people to resolve such matters. We note this item. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next speaker on the item is Councillor Greef. You have 1 minute.
Thank you, Speaker. Ek sien die service provider kom uit die Kaap uit. Julle vergeet blijkbaar ons local service providers. En wie gaan binne vir die uit? Is mos volgende Januarie maar verkiesing. Julle is besig om geld by mekaar te maak vir die verkiesing, lyk dit my. That's hoekom die PBI will not support the city.
Thank you, so noted. The next speaker on the item is Councillor Lowe.
Thank you, Speaker. Sorry,
Councillor. We need to have a translation first. Sorry.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Councillors. Idut Ganza will be providing the Afrikaans translation. Hello. The Speaker, Councillors, the Councillor said that the party sees the item and they see that we have a service provider from Cape Town that we have appointed. And why are we forgetting the local ones? Then the council also says that it seems to be that we are collecting money for the elections, the other party, the ruling party. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next to speak on the item now is Councillor Lowe. You have 1 minute.
Dankie Speaker. Speaker, as goed as ons van mening dat interne kapasiteit gebou moet word binne ons finansiële dienste. Dit is 'n groot som geld wat gespandeer gaan word in 4 jaar in 'n 4 jaar tydperk. George Municipality kan hierdie soort poste adverteer om ons admin te versterk en om werkloosheid te minimaliseer. Die munisipaliteit is besig om alle dienste uit te kontrakteer wat aanleiding gee tot verswakking van interne kapasiteit. Ons as munisipaliteit word beheer en bestuur deur buitekontrakteurs en konsultante. George Municipality moet nie diens wat hulle self kan lewer outsource nie. Ons moet die belange van die publiek bevorder en nie van besighede om hulle self te verryk nie. As Good Party ondersteun ons nie die item nie, maar dat poste gevul moet word binne finansies sodat die direktoraat versterk kan word. Dankie Speaker.
Translation, please.
The party says that the item is not supported because they want the finance department to actually create internal capacity and also ensure that unemployment is addressed by creating work for people in-house. The fact that the consultants and how they are controlling or playing a role in the process should be addressed with the appointment of local residents. Also, the fact that the party company, that the reliance on consultants is actually to be addressed with internal recruitment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next speaker on the item is Councillor Kaptein. You have 1 minute.
Good morning, Speaker in the House at large. Speaker, we are being asked for approval of a 4-year contract with Mubesco Africa for external accounting support. This is a pay-as-you-go contract, meaning we pay an expensive hourly rate every time we call Mubesco Africa with a budget of 500,000 rand for the first year alone. This represents a huge postal spending over 2 million rand of taxpayers' money over 4 years, or for work that is only needed now in June. Secondly, in our own municipality, finance staff is capable. Why do we need to pay these outsiders so much? The Patriotic Alliance has also previously asked Council to seriously consider our small and capable local accounting firm right here in George, in the interest of local job creation and economic growth. These local businesses could deliver the required support for much less and keep the money within our own local economy. This contract takes money out of George. Mr. Speaker, we cannot support a contract that is unnecessarily expensive.
Your time is up, Councillor. You only had 1 minute. Thank you. The next speaker on the item is the free.
Can't I finish?
Councillor, you had almost 20 seconds further than what you were supposed to have. I gave you as much detail as I could. I'm terribly sorry. You made your point. Thank you. The next person to speak is Councillor Lamini for the EFF. And they're not in council, so I'm going to move on. Councillor Fry, you have 1 minute.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I second the recommendation made by Councillor Iona. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillors. That brings us to the end of the open agenda for today's council meeting. I'm going to ask that we have a 15, let's make it a 20-minute break so that we can break the YouTube thing, have a body break and have a cup of coffee before we continue with the confidential items, which will continue now at 11 o'clock. Thank you very much. This meeting is adjourned.